Hello guys, Omerko here, self-taught web developer with another video for Angular Material series. In this video you will learn what coercion is and how we can use it. Before we start, visit my website and subscribe to a newsletter. That way you will get some fantastic deals on my courses, so don't wait. Now about coercion, let's start. Before we do any code, what is coercion? Well, it is just a convenient way to transform and confirm our data. As an example, we could be expecting an array of strings in our Angular component, but for some reason we are getting just a simple string. Using the coercion that Angular Material has built, well, we will be able to transform that data into an array. Let me show you a simple example now, but with Boolean values instead of those string values. For this example, we will create two components. One for our coercion to serve us as a parent component, and one for our coercion child to serve us as a child component. By this, we will pass data from parent to a child, and you will see how we can, well, transform that data as well. In my child component, I will create an input property for isAdmin, which will be a boolean, and also I will do the same for isSuperAdmin. Now that we have these two properties, let's pass data from our parent component to our child component, well, into these two properties. In my parent component, I can reference my child component. And now I could bind this isAdmin to a true value as it expects a boolean. I could also do the same for isSuperAdmin. But what if we would pass a string here for isSuperAdmin like yes? Well, currently this won't work. We expect a boolean value. So this can either fail in our compilation or a build itself. These kind of mistakes could be avoided with that coercion. In my child component, I will now create two properties again for isAdmin and also isSuperAdmin. Both will be a boolean properties. Now, instead of input properties that I had, I can still use input, but this time I can use a set or a setter function which will accept some kind of value. In this function I can set my isAdmin property to coerce boolean property, which is a method, and this method also expects a value. This method must also be imported at the top from @angular/cdk/coercion. By this here you can see that the method itself will grab the value that we would pass to it and it will convert it into a boolean value. Also next to this method, Angular Material will support other methods as well. Now let's repeat the same thing but for our isSuperAdmin. As you know, for the superadmin we are passing yes string to it, and hopefully that yes string will be at the end converted with this method into a boolean value. What we have for now is these two set methods, but for now this input won't work. We need also get methods as well. So just after my set method, I will create a get method for isAdmin, and here I can just return my isAdmin property, which will be set by the set method above. I could also repeat the same thing, but this time for my isSuperAdmin. To test this now, in the HTML file of my child component, I could simply print my two titles. One title will hold isAdmin and the other one could hold isSuperAdmin. And in my browser I can see two true values, even though one of those was just a string of yes. This means that by using that coercion, we were able to convert a string into a boolean value, well, get the correct result, and also prevent failures on compilation and builds. And this will be all for this tutorial, guys. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like and subscribe as I post a new content weekly. Next to that, be sure to visit my website and subscribe to my newsletter, so you can get some fantastic deals on my courses. Thank you once again, and bye bye.